Hey guys, my name is RJ and welcome to my channel. So you want to find out what the latest questions people want to know the answers to? Then keep watching. Okay, and here we are with another episode of Ask RJ. Remember, this is the Q&A section of my channel where you get your questions answered. Remember, if you want a question to appear on Ask RJ, just post it below this video or PM me through YouTube or DM me through Twitter. My Twitter address can be found in the description along with any links connected to this video. Okay, so I've got 3 questions that I'm going to answer in this video. The first question I was originally asked a very, very long time ago when I hadn't been doing YouTube for very long, and I've actually been asked again very recently. The first person, unfortunately, I'm very sorry, I cannot remember who you are, and the second person is a gentleman called Dan from Australia, and basically Dan is partially deaf, and the original person, basically their English was their second language. So both of these people have struggled, even though they've enjoyed my videos, they have struggled in some way to watch my videos. So basically what they've asked me is there any possibility or any chance in the near future for me to be adding subtitles to my videos? And yes, this is something that I have been looking into for a while now. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, whether it's going to be using an outside sort of provider or looking to do it myself. But yes, hopefully, I'm not quite sure when it will be, but in relatively soon I will be adding subtitles to my videos. So any of you out there that this is something that you would like, obviously like I say, I will be doing it, but you know, let me know, post your comments in the below this video and let me know what you think. I mean, obviously I'm hoping I'll be able to do it in a way that you can turn the subtitles on and off, but at worst case scenario I will probably have them constantly but right at the bottom of the screen. But anyway, post and let me know below this video what you think. I just think it would be great for those people that are both hard of hearing and, like I say, like the subscriber that English was not their first language, and other reasons why people would want them, because I just think everybody should have the opportunity to learn this information. Okay, so that was fairly short and painless. So the next question I've been asked, and this is just something that's popped up recently, and actually you might have noticed that over the last day my video, the last video I did, has been absolutely flooded with this, lots of spamming, which I have removed. But basically, Prizm coin, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people actually, a few people have asked me about this over time, and basically now I don't know if they've upped their marketing or something, but it seems to have gone a bit crazy. So I just thought I'd have a quick look and give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so Prizm basically is a coin. It's been around since, I believe, 2017. A lot of people seem to be, like I say, pushing this or promoting this. But, you know, upon looking at it, I personally think it is just going to be one of those things that, how can I put it? I don't want to say flash in the pan. It's been around since 2017. It is still going, but because of this recent push, the price of Prizm is going up on the exchanges, and I think that is one of the driving things that people are now promoting it so much, basically because the price is going up. But I think it's almost sort of like when a stock is suddenly touted, and everybody then goes and buys it, and the price absolutely skyrockets, and then it's either a case of that people, once it gets to that high price, suddenly sell it, or the hype just dies and then it sort of plateaus out, interest is lost, and then again it starts to die. I'm not quite sure how far Prizm will go in the way of increasing its price. It's currently at 35 cents per coin. There is talk that it could reach a high of 75 cents, but obviously I'm assuming that information will be based on the current basically just the large amounts of volume that are basically being bought. So the rush, the sort of, again, the hype, that's sort of, obviously they look at the how much is being purchased, and then they work that out that on average, and then that's obviously where they get their idea for the high price of 75 cents. But there's a couple of reasons why I personally will not be getting involved in this. So, you know, I'm not going to put in any kind of referral link or anything to it. If you guys want to go and check this out, you can do. But so basically, so let's just flick over here, and this is one of the main reasons I will not be investing. Okay, so basically the way it works is that you open a wallet, you purchase at least one whole Prizm coin, which at the moment is only 35 cents, and then from that point it will start automatically mining, or, you know, I mean, that's how they're classing it, that it will start mining. But so as it says here, the number of coins in your personal Prizm wallet, basically this is what influences the rate of new coin generation. So the number of coins you hold, the number of coins of the followers structure, I don't know if that means like your referrals, and then the mining difficult para tax, because they're referring this to a para mining. So it's a 3-factor source, increasing the number of coins in your wallet. So this is sort of where it says the speed of mining of new coins depends on the number of coins in the wallet. More coins you have, the higher rate of power mining, the higher profitability. So basically, what they're basically saying is they're telling you that this is some great coin. It's going to auto mine itself, so you don't really have to worry about it. But what they're saying is that you've got to go and either purchase a load, or or get some from somewhere. I've looked into sort of whether you can actually mine it anywhere, or if any faucets are doing it. I can't really find anything. So essentially, they're asking you to buy these coins to hold in your wallet, and then basically that will then mine. But like anything, you could go and buy, say, $10 of Prizm, but then how long will it take you to make that $10 back? And then it's not until after you've made that $10 back that you then start making profit. And and see, and also as well, because if everybody's going out and buying Prizm coins to do this mining, essentially that is what is pushing up the price on the exchanges. So essentially it's creating its own price, or those of you that are buying this coin to mine are actually generating or creating that price. So you might be looking at that price on a daily basis on the exchange and go, wow, you know, that coin's going up and blah, 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 and all this, like, and you think everything's happening. But that sort of boost is actually coming from you buying it, or from everybody who's buying it to mine it. So it's not really based on actual trading, or it's not actually based on sort of the real value of the coin. It's a false indicator, essentially, because that is, like I say, it's actually being created by you or by whoever is buying these coins. So again, you know, for me, it's I just think it's how can I put it? For me, it's a non-runner. I really don't think I'll be. Well, in fact, I'll tell you, I will not be getting involved in it with it. Okay, so this is a site called Market Cap. So I use this site quite a lot when I'm looking up coins, and this is obviously, we're looking at Prizm's data, and it's actually dropped since I looked at it earlier today. So it was at 35, it's now below that. It's actually dropped 3.36%, and if we scroll down, so the market cap is what this is indicated at, and apparently there's something like 6 billion coins available, which is a crazy amount of coins. And a lot of people are saying the market cap is brilliant. I actually read an analysis on Prizm earlier today, and they rated the safety of this coin at 3.6 out of 10 or something like that. But they said the biggest positive was the market cap. But if we look at the price, so the price is the green line, okay? So it is basically just dwindled, and then you've had a bit of a spike there, whereas obviously you've had that spike in the market cap, and then it started to go down again. And I think a lot of the spike that we're looking at here is basically just from this recent boost in promoting and things like that, or basically like that. The boost in the price is come from the recent promoting and people basically jumping on board. I mean, what they're saying is since it was launched, which, like I say, I believe was in 2017, there's actually been a minus 70% loss on the return of investment. And the other thing as well that I basically don't like is that they use proof of stake. So as they refer to it, is the time-consuming and energy-intensive POW system. So proof of work is what POW is, and POS is proof of stake. So I just think back to Ethereum. When Ethereum was first launched, it was talked about as to be the rival to Bitcoin, and they originally used proof of work. And obviously everybody was mining it, and it was, I mean, it got up to some really good prices. And then Vitili, I can't remember what his surname is, or I can't pronounce it, but the person that basically came up with Ethereum, he decided that he would change it over to proof of stake. And almost everybody that I knew or I read about, when Ethereum did that, these people sold their Ethereum. Because the thing is with proof of stake essentially rewards you for holding on to your coins, which is what you see, which is essentially what I think the way this Prizm works is basically you are being rewarded for holding on to your coins. So you think, well, that's great. I can get stuff, I can put it in my wallet, and then I get a reward for it just sitting there. But at the end of the day, when we look, or most of us that use cryptocurrency, basically we think of in long terms. So somewhere down the line, these coins are going to be either totally incorporated into our way of life, and obviously the price will then go up, and then obviously we'll have a really great nest egg there, or savings of those coins. But the thing is basically one of the main factors for a coin increasing in price when you're looking at like these trading or these like the market caps site that I just showed you, one of the biggest factor for coins increasing in price is the use of a coin. So a coin being used, so whether it's being used in a transaction of sale or traded or whatever, it's the use of the coin. Probably not so much trading, but basically definitely the spending of the coins and that. And but the thing is, proof of stake only rewards you for holding on to it. So I mean, Prizm talk about the fact that how easy it is to exchange it and sell it and on these different exchanges. But the thing is, though, once you sell it, you're no longer being rewarded for having it, are you? So if anybody gets it, they're like, well, I'm not going to sell it, because if I sell it, I'm going to lose all my rewards, and so it will no longer be building as fast and stuff like that. But the thing is if you just hold on to the coin, and once people stop buying that coin, because eventually that will happen, it will just plateau at a price, and then what will happen is then people will start losing interest in it, and then that price will start to decline, and then your big problem when the price really starts to decline is then selling it, because then you've held on to it because you're like, well, I don't want to lose all my rewards, and then all of a sudden what you bought it at, it's suddenly 10 cents or whatever below that, and you're like, well, hang on, okay, I'm losing money now, okay, I'm going to sell it on the exchanges, but by which time no one wants it, because it's not worth anything. So for me, that is a big reason why I don't like proof of stake. Most people don't like proof of stake. It is used for a lot of coins, but like I say, it doesn't encourage people to go out and spend it, and that is essentially where a lot of price changes or increases come from. POW, I mean, Bitcoin is POW. Because basically that is the mining. So people that they are rewarded for the amount of work they do. So that's why you can have, that's why everyone when they mine a block, everyone gets different rewards. Like the guy at the top might out of what is it now, 6.25 bitcoins, the guy at the top might get 3. The person below him might get 500,000 satoshis, because there might be a lot of people that's on the same hashing power as the guy in second place. And then as you go down, you get less and less and less, because you are rewarded for the work you are doing. That is proof of work. Whereas, like I say, when I mined Ethereum when it was proof of work and POS, and it was great when it was POS because you were mining, and then as you were mining and your amount increased, you would see these bigger rewards for getting it. But then, like I say, as soon as you spend anything, like, because at one point, I was using Ethereum to buy certain things and stuff like that online, but then all of a sudden because I was using it, the amount of rewards I got went lessened, and now I basically get it through the Firefaucet and things like that, but I don't intensely mine it anymore or anything like that, because when you understand the implications of proof of stake, you realize that Ethereum is second place when it comes to cryptocurrency, but look how much it's worth now compared to how much it was worth. I mean, at one point it was easy over. I think it might have even gone up to something like $700 or more per coin, and now what's it at? Maybe 200, 300. Obviously, Bitcoin is a shadow of where it was in 2017, but that is still in the multiple of thousands of dollars per coin. So, anyway. That is my take on Prizm and Prizm coin, and so obviously, like I say, I will not be promoting it, but I have been asked, and my posts were absolutely plastered with it over the last couple of days, so I became curious because why it suddenly had become massively popular again, and loads of people were promoting it, and especially because they were plastering it all over my videos. I just thought I'd go and have a look and then do a answer to that on here. So take that information how you will, and then obviously it is entirely up to you what you do with it. I hope you found it interesting and enlightening. Okay, so we're going to move on to the final question, and that will be about basically Satoshilabs Firefaucet and what's happening with the whole Faucet Hub thing. So we're going to go and check that out for those of you that want to stick around. Okay, so I'm assuming the question, or this question, as it did come from a few people, has come from people that have basically seen my videos, put it on Faucet Hub, and obviously talked about how it was going to affect these programs, and they have not joined these programs, basically waiting for some sort of outcome or update on the withdrawal situation, because obviously if you have an account yourself, you could just could have come in quite easily and read the update yourself. So before we get into that, for those of you that are not familiar with Satoshilabs, I'm going to put a link up here where the arrow is, and that will be a link to an older video that will give you a thorough overview and a full review of the site and how it works and what you need to do to get your accounts up and running, so you can be mining lab flasks, as they call them, but then when you withdraw it, it will be withdrawn into Satoshis. So Satoshilabs is a virtual mining program. You simply come on here, you earn yourself some credits, you turn those credits into lab flasks, and then you purchase your virtual hardware, which then basically increases your production the more hardware you get, which then increases your hourly reward, and that then is put into your lab flasks here. And then when you get to the minimum, you can withdraw that. Normally a lab flask is equal to, so 2 lab flasks are equal to 1 Satoshi. So for instance, there's 1,000 there. If I was to withdraw that, even though you can't because it's below the minimum, but if I did, I would get 500 Satoshis approximately. So obviously the reason why we're on here is we want to talk about what they've done about the withdrawals. Obviously, all their withdrawals used to be sent to Faucet Hub. Faucet Hub has now gone in the guise that we used to know it as. It is apparently going to be resurrected as a different platform, so now all these little programs that were connected to that have then had to basically sort something out themselves to help us with our withdrawals, because they didn't want to close up shop themselves. So basically with Satoshilabs, if we click read here, and then what it's saying is that it will do direct payments to your personal BTC addresses. So if in the past the address that you were using to withdraw your Satoshis to Faucet Hub was a Faucet Hub generated address, then you will need to go and get a wallet and then input your Bitcoin address from that wallet into the withdraw section, and then obviously you can then withdraw to that address from that point. I think if you like some people, you like to change your address every so often. I think to do that you can change it, but it takes a couple of days or like 48 hours or something like that, might be even slightly longer, before that new address will then work. But yes, but obviously if the address you were using before went to a basically after Faucet Hub, it then went on to a personal wallet anyway, you can continue to use that address, but you will have to re-input it because Satoshilabs has reset everybody's withdrawal address, so you need to do that, yeah, you'll need to re-input that anyway. So obviously they're just saying that the new payout limit is now 10,000. It used to be 5,000, but they are saying it might be lowered later. And then so they're saying that the first run of payments will be fee-free or without a fee, but there might be adding a fee to it later, and that's pretty much it for that. Like I say, for those of you that are not familiar with it, go and check out that video. It will give you a better idea of how the program works, and it is a more full review. Just on an additional note though, in the review video, it will talk about building your credit balance using the video section of the offer wall. That has since changed, basically because the easiest way to build up credits fast, thanks to Tom Platinum pointing this out to me, is through the surveys. So you can just simply come on here, click this one or AdGate Media. Both of those are very good survey programs. You can earn a large amount very quickly in 20 minutes, half an hour, or if you're doing multiple surveys because you want to really get them credits and then purchase as much hardware as you can. 2 or 3 surveys might take you an hour or so, but you will get a really good amount of credits from there. And obviously once you're in here, once you've got your credits, you can then exchange them into lab flasks in this section. So if I type in 4,354, I would get 1,061 lab flasks. So obviously if you do that a few times, or even with 1,000, you can then buy a bunker, which I believe is at 250, and then you can buy a generator. So that would be that's 1,000. So you could buy a bunker and a generator just to get yourself going, and then obviously go and build yourself up some more credit balance. The thing you do have to remember though is you do want to get your energy levels up to 100% and try and keep them there, so you enable auto refill. What this will do is you will lose 1 energy every hour. As you lose energy, that means that your optimal production gets less, and therefore the amount of lab flasks you earn per hour gets less also. So you want to keep this at 100. So say for instance you've got that amount, that credit balance there, I would personally maybe withdraw the 4,000 and leave the 354, and that will last you a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days maybe, and then over that 2 or 3 days do more surveys, get more credit balance, and then leave another little bit in there to keep this energy at 100. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Like I say, it was just a quick update on what Satoshi Labs had done about their withdrawal situation, and now you know you can just withdraw it directly to your personal Bitcoin wallet. Okay, so we're going to move on to Firefaucet with the same question. So Firefaucet is basically exactly what it is. It's actually a multi-coin faucet. So this, unlike Satoshi Labs, this actually allows you to earn BTC, ETH, Doge, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, Tron, Zcash, and Digibyte. Basically, just from, again, the way I advise you to do it is go into the offer wall. They have the same survey companies. So Theomi Reach or something it's called, and Adgate. Do your surveys through that, build up your points, and then all you got to do is hit, once you've selected your coins, you just hit auto faucet, and then that will basically earn them for you. But up here I will put up a older video which will give you a full review on how the program works, and then you can obviously decide yourself how you want to proceed. But for starters, let's go and check out the update and what they're saying about Faucet Hub. Okay, so as they say, it's a bit of a long update, but they are basically saying, so after Faucet Hub announced their closure, we have been working hard on a rework Faucet Hub, blah blah blah, completely based for security payments. We needed to change, blah blah blah. So they have done the same. So they are introducing direct withdrawals to your crypto wallet. So I believe they have once again wiped everybody's addresses out. So then what you need to do is then add coin addresses. Depending on what coins you decide to mine, you then need to go into your, if you go into here and then you go into wallet addresses, you can then add your addresses for whatever coins you decide to mine. Obviously you can add addresses for all of them, but then only mine some of them if you decide to, or you can alternate between mining some coins sometimes and some coins the other times. So Faucet Hub have pretty much gone the same route as Satoshi Labs, which is good. I think that's better rather than going through a sort of intermediary, because you should, if there is any kind of fee, you should only really get charged once. Although I don't think that you got charged for sending it to Faucet Hub. I'm fairly certain you didn't. But like I say, for me, this and Satoshi Labs are one of the are two of the best, so one of the two best, two of the best programs that we use. They basically, you can get straight in there, and earning straight away. You don't, it's all build up your auto claim points. Obviously, like I say, submit your wallet addresses, and then what you would do is you'd click on whichever coins you want to mine, and then once you've done that, you then click that, and that is it, and that will start sort of, I know you could say it's mining, I guess, but essentially, basically, it is just, it would, you can also change this, so you can, I have this set on 1x boost. They actually do a up to 4x boost. So 4x boost, right, will give you 4x the payout, but it will use 4x the amount of auto claims remaining. So you think, well, that's fair enough. I'm getting a 4x. So I'm getting a 4x the amount. It's using, like, it would do like one claim per amount, essentially, so if that's 1x, then you're only getting charged 1 claim per claim, and if it's 4x, you're getting charged 4 claims per claim. So you think, well, that works out okay. So why wouldn't you do that? Because what that actually does is, rather than it taking however many hours it's telling you, so rather than it doing 1 hour 40 minutes, if you divide that by 4, it will then take that amount of time. So you think, well, that's brilliant. That means that I can obviously earn all my money and in a lot less time. But there is one downfall, and I'll tell you what that is. And this in a sense will cost you money, even though it's saving you time. So obviously I've shown you how that works. So that's obviously, that's me mining my coins. So like I say, I'll show you the downfall. This is so basically what it is, this is where the downfall comes. So, this is where you lose out. So yes, it's mining faster, but the problem is you actually earn less activity points. So if you're on 4x, you will get your money quicker, it will save you time, but you won't earn as many activity points. And when you fill this, you then level up. Every time you level up, you get a reward. So I'm currently at level 153. So if we go and show, so there's the activity points. So like I say, the amount you earn of those goes down every time you boost that, you up that boost. So so basically, when I get to 154, I will earn 316 Satoshis. Obviously, all those preceding levels, I've earned BTC every level that I've gone through. So I'm now up to the point of earning 316 per level. So, like I say, it is saving you time, but it's costing you money, essentially. So I always leave that on set at 1x. Obviously, I have the luxury of having more than one computer, so I can just leave that running on one side, but not everybody has that. So for some of you, the saving of time is more important, but I just wanted to share that with you so you fully understand how that system works, rather than just thinking, brilliant, I'm getting the money and I'm saving time. because obviously, as they always say, there's no such thing as a free lunch in this life. So there's always a cost to everything, and that is the cost to boosting your claims or speeding them up, essentially. Don't forget to check out that video. Like I say, that is a full review. You'll understand the program better. I do like what Firefaucet have done. They've made the site look a lot nicer. If you go into the wallet, it is all a lot prettier than it was. And at the end of the day, I like the direct withdrawals as well. But obviously, you also have to realize that the minimum, because they're no longer withdrawing to Faucet Hub, the minimum to withdraw has also gone up. If you go into your wallet and then click on withdraw, it will tell you what the minimum is. If you go into the FAQs, unfortunately, the minimum that is showing it in the FAQs is the old minimum. It basically just says, well, 1 Satoshi and you can withdraw, but that is not the case anymore. They've just not updated their FAQs. So for those of you that are watching my channel for the first time, if you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, you want to learn about cloud mining sites, about crypto investments, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my videos as they come online. And if you could hit that like button, it really helps my channel and that helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.